Good morning, how are we? So, thought to do a little pop-up live. Didn't even ask me for the title for the live, which is strange. Every time I come on lives now, the format seems to be different. But, so I'm kind of cramped in the corner here and doing an unboxing video. Good morning, Craig, or good evening. I'm just doing an unboxing video, so I thought to jump on the old YouTube live. I haven't been on YouTube for ages, so yeah, but I thought I'd have a go on YouTube, see how everyone is, because there's people who only follow me on YouTube, so can't find my scissors. How are you, Craig? You okay, mate? This room's up the wall. Oh. I'm unboxing these fish. I've got to do it off camera. There's no space to get it on camera, the unboxing, so. But it was actually Rob who recommended these fish, so I'm guessing. Thank you for your order. Okay. Well, I've got 4 in. Morning, Mal. How are we, mate? I haven't seen you for a while. I've literally haven't been on YouTube at all for a good while, so I'm just doing a quick unboxing video. So I thought to do a bit of a catch up with everyone because I haven't spoke to anyone on YouTube. Hi, Belinda. Are you okay? Yeah, so I'm literally winging it with these fish. I've just set up this tank. Kind of had to. Yeah, I've kind of been over on TikTok mainly, to be honest. I've been playing with that and had a few projects going on. Oh, there we go. I see some movement already. But yeah, I don't know where I'm up to with my hobby at the moment. I'm tempted to cycle in Sean. I had a cracking Christmas and New Year, to be honest. There we go, guys. Can you see them? Orders of Roberts. Told me I'd love them, told me to get some, so I got myself. I was going to order like 10 or 12. Did you have a good Christmas, mate? Sean? Yeah, I just thought I'm going to have to get on YouTube. I was actually going to go on TikTok, and then I thought, I'm going to have to go and say hello to everyone on YouTube. I haven't been on here for a while. I haven't made any decent videos. In fact, I think I done one maybe 2-3 months ago, and it's still sat there unlisted. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not seeing much movement. Oh yeah, look, I'm in the tank. So everything's been water changed this morning. I'm tempted to. This year, I'm tempted to build myself a bigger fish room. Like, I'm sick of mincing around in here. It's an old shed, it's falling apart. And I'd like to build like a proper breeding fish room. So I'm just going to give them half an hour to acclimatise. So what's everyone else been up to? Like, literally, I've been on YouTube. I've been that busy. I was, me and them lads were setting up that fish room. I haven't been down there since, what, 3 weeks. And it was basically Christmas. As soon as the little fella broke up for Christmas, that was it. It was stuck. Crumpet and Vegemite. Yeah, nice one, Mal. Crumpets and Vegemite. You know, I used to work with an Australian lad who was like hell bent on feeding me Vegemite, and I don't think I ever tried it in the end. He kept telling me he was going to get some, and got a new contract today, Keith. I went to the beach with Belle and Rob on the phone. Well. Rob's like a top bloke. He can't get his head around the fact that like everyone on TikTok's absolutely loving his content. He's just a nice guy, isn't he? And he, you know, I think watching him do his hobby, watching him just doing his hobby makes people happy, doesn't it? So I don't think he grasps how much people enjoy watching his content. But actually forget that people actually follow me on here. Like, I go on TikTok, and because I'm new on TikTok, it's like the old days on yeah. Well, as I say, I forget I've got like an audience on here, and I tend to get more activity on this. It is like Rob's absolutely flying on it, isn't he? I haven't really pushed it, to be honest. Like when I first set my TikTok thing up, I found it flew, and then it just kind of dwindled out. I don't know if that's because people from YouTube are finding me on there or what, but like seems very calm on here this morning. How's me mic, guys? Is me mic okay? It's I bought these new mics and I'm not very confident. Do you keep any hatchet fish? No, I don't. I don't know why I'm shouting. Microphone's right next. I'm used to using the phone with no mic. It's like anything you need to work at, but almost 2,000 subs in a few weeks for me. That's... See, I found mine shot up to like 1,000, obviously. Yeah, I think you grow a lot faster on there, don't you? But I'm not too sure what the temperature is in the bags. I'll leave them for half an hour, I think. But I feel like I need to catch up with everyone on YouTube properly. I haven't spoken to a lot of people for a while. Hello Lee, you okay? The gifts are good incentive for me to give back. Yeah, see, I got a survey, I think it was, off YouTube last night, like a creator survey sort of thing, and I just used it as an opportunity to rant, because I just think, you know, this platform's an absolute grind, isn't it, at times, you know. Like, we've all had to absolutely grind to get some sort of traffic towards our channels on here, and I got to the point where I was constantly all day, every day, trying to think of ideas for videos. I just found it mentally exhausting, and then I'd have to kind of, if I'm honest, I didn't really script my long form videos. I'd make bullet points, and anything I wasn't too confident that I was saying, I'd go and have a read and a research and stuff. And then sometimes I'd find it would only be my subs who'd watch the videos, and I'd put like loads of effort into making the video, like looking into stuff and writing stuff down that I wanted to talk about, and then it wouldn't go anywhere. And then other times I'd I put a video out that was like just me chatting away, and it absolutely flying. There was no rhyme or reason. I'm just acclimatised from lemon tetra first keeping them. It's that first time keeping them. I'm not a tetra guy. Like, I think I was still in my old house now. I think I'd have my front toes. Because I've been thinking about this for a while, guys. You know, like for the last few months. Where would I be now if I hadn't moved back into this house? And I think I'd have my front toes, which would probably be about 7 years old now, maybe. Off the top of my head, maybe 8. And then I'd have me. Is there any tanks you want to see, guys? We were on 11, now we've gone down to 4. A lot of the lights are off at the moment. I'll throw this box outdoors. The Angels. The lights off. Let me put the lights on. I'll probably freak them out. Like, these are really skittish, these. I'm not. Excuse me. I'm not 100% sure they are what I ordered them as. Which I ordered. I'm just popping the lights on now. I ordered them as Manica Peru. And I'm not convinced they are. I've actually seen some fish that look similar that are listed as Manica Peru, but I'm not sold on the fact that they are. But let's take it up. We still got the timer on here. Hello, humble koi. I always do like a strange voice when I'm here. Where are we? I'm a bit zoomed in. There we go. Let me turn this light off. They've got red eyes and stuff. They've got like spots like real nanny. We've got they look almost like I've never seen. The whole fish looks rusty. They look nothing like the Manica Peru I used to have. Oh. The floor, so I need to build a bigger fish room. They're down in the corner. I've got all sorts of caves and just a drill, just all sorts of stuff, and I just perpetually move it around in a clockwise motion around the room as I'm working on stuff, and I need to put it on the head. So they are down here in the corner. Yeah, so they're all down here. They don't strike me as Manica Peru, if I'm honest. But I'll go them out, see how they get on, see what they look like. I might, if they're not, I might get a spawn out of them. But like that one, I don't know whether you can make that out. It's got spots like a real nanny. I mean, but they do tend to colour up on the back, but they look nothing like the old Manica Peru I had. There's the Wabba mustard, the male, giving it the beans. Full of my angel died on the 5th day I bought them with the dwarf rainbow. Rainbows are doing well. Maybe it's a breed problem. Well, to be honest, rainbows tend to like harder water, don't they, than angels. The wild angels, they like softer water. When I've kept rainbows with angels last time, the angels did well, and the rain colonies like slowly fell apart. Let's get them on here. Oh, I've lost my chat now doing that. But yeah, all the tanks have been water changed this morning and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sold on them Angels. They cost me a few bob as well. But if I'd seen these in a shop, I wouldn't have bought them. I ordered them from a breeder online, and he showed me pictures of the parents, and then I found out that what's the guy's name, Angel Scalar or something, on social media. I realised that the pictures were of his fish, and this guy told me that they were the parents of the fish I bought. I blame me not, because he owns them. But yeah, they are a nice colour, but I'm not convinced of the Monaco Peru at all. I wouldn't have bought them as Monaco Peru. I think a lot of the guys have been having a riot on TikTok, haven't they? Yeah. But there's a few other types of not rainbows, angels that I'd like to buy. Just tidying up. There's me. My big hair. There's the scissors, looking everywhere for them. So we get the front toes on the go. That's the only thing that I'm not fussed about with this Hygge light is like the timer. You have to set it to 8 hours and 12 hours and 6 hours. Excusez-moi. There we go. All them spots on the tank there, just bubbles off the water changes I've just done. Both angels, but I would love to try again, and maybe some mono. I don't know what they are, mate, to be honest. Looks mono ranger. Quite large tanks. That's what I've got down here. That's I was looking into breeding. So that's what I've got down here in this dirted tank. I don't like the plants in here. They seem to go through cycles where they collapse and then like all bounce back. And I think I know what you mean. Like the crinum's flying in it. It's in the yellow leaf on the left. But this, I've had this crinum for quite a while, and then the one in my living room tank, I've had, I don't know, maybe since I set the tank up, and the other one's absolutely massive. Keith, the other tanks are so natural looking. Love them. I'm not a fan of the scaped. I love the natural look. Yeah, see, I do enjoy looking at a nice scaped tank, but I don't know, like the black waterish tanks I've got, I just kind of threw everything on the surface and let it sink over it on its own. So but yeah, like obviously this is like a textbook wall. Well, it's not textbook Wallstad anymore. I've kind of I've kind of moved away from like what Wallstad says to do and gone more into Oliver Knott. What's the other guy's name? Tom Barr. Like, kind of following him with the weekly water changes, and I'm dosing for. I'm not dosing micros, obviously. As far as I'm concerned, they're in the soil and micronutrients. So just dosing macros. Let's be harmful for the fish well-being, messing it and swimming. Hands in and out, I'd rather leave than be. I might be wrong. Well, for me, when I've played around with aquascapes, it's just one of them things where if you're aquascaping, you're putting the well-being of the plants first and not the fish. And obviously, I'm a fish keeper, and that's basically what I was trying to say. Then it was like when I was saying, where I wonder where I'd be if I hadn't moved, and I'd still have my frontosa, which would be like a good few years old now, probably coming up to 10 years. I'd probably bred them. I'd probably still have my red Turk breeding pair of discus. I had a pistogramma in like a planted tank. I had a small Wallstad tank. This is like nearly 10 years ago now. But I am a fan of just like setting up a tank and leaving it alone. Apart from doing your water changes and yeah, so like this is I don't know how far to take this rant, but so I'm just gonna go with it actually, guys. I think you'll follow me with it. Might upset one or two people, but I've noticed this thing lately on social media, on Facebook and stuff, like on the groups, you know, you'd go on the groups, especially like for me with British groups, you go on, it'd be like the experienced fish keepers with these old guys in like their old coats and stuff, and they'd all be like crammed into someone's shed and like looking at all the breeding projects, and they'll be like the missus would have them a bit of cake and a cup of tea, and that's maybe 10-15 years ago. That's where the experienced fish keepers were, and now, and they were the ones giving all the advice on the groups, and now you just find, I just find a lot of people are like, so I was looking at this group this morning, and it was a beginners group, and all the guys were flexing on there, all the guys who deem themselves the experienced guys are all flexing because they've never done a water change. And I think, but then all the new people who are saying like my fish are dying or my fish are ill aren't getting any help. So I'm like, so is this where the hobby's gone to? Like people, because I don't really see not doing any water changes as a I've never come across a prolific breeder who said, you know what, I wasn't having success until one stopped changing water, and then all my fish started breeding and stuff. I've never come across anyone who's prolific at anything in the hobby who's put the success down to stopping water changes. So, and I think the fact, you know, that they're not helping these new people with the problems kind of speaks volumes about their experience. So. Yeah. Yeah, so like for me, I look back at like Dustin's fish tanks, like the old Dustin when he first started, and I think he was a big influence on me planted tank wise, to be honest. Like I think like I loved his tanks, and I was already doing a bit of like, it made sense to me to put dirt in my tanks, but obviously not all this fully loaded compost that people seem to be promoting now. Obviously when you read the background, you don't need all that. You just like you don't need all them nutrients. It's just a source of macronutrients, and plus what I come across a lot of people who talk dirty tanks, and not one of them mentions the fact that actually soil absorbs all the nutrients that you're putting in the tank. It literally just absorbs all the nutrients that you're creating with your fish food and stuff and decaying stuff. It absorbs all that and stores it for the plants, and no one seems to mention that bit, but that's like... But yeah, that's... I think for me it's all... I love all the natural stuff. I used to be mad into, you know, like the Joey Mullen style filtration, where it was all massive filtration and sunts and loads of biomedia and stuff. But I was used to wondering to myself, how much of this stuff do I actually need when I was buying it? And I used to buy it in bulk. When we set up that fish room, I think I had enough filter media to set up about 50 tanks. Well, that's it, isn't it? Like I feel like people are flexing on the fact that, like, I've seen some guy before saying, yeah, I haven't done a water change in 25 years. And I was thinking, well, that's... Yeah, I totally agree. Fiction. I appreciate all the natural stuff, like plants, I like sand and stuff. My favourite substrate's definitely sand, but it worries me using it if we've got dirt underneath. That's the thing, you know, so when I first set this channel up, I say this quite a lot, I wanted to share my experience, my journey of breeding fish and stuff, and then it was the Wallstad hack video I put out, and it blew up. On, like, a good video for me at the time was like 75 views, and within like 2 days I had 3,500. Alright Glenn, you okay, mate? I was going to message you last night, to be honest. I was thinking about you, with these botanicals you've sorted me out with have like been playing on my mind, and I was thinking about messaging you about them. Was you? Do you know what? I can't stay awake past 9 o'clock now. Yeah, they're great. Like, so I've been throwing like tons of, you know, let's spin you around. So this isn't a great example because I've just done like a 50% water change on this tank, but I've thrown all this like alder cones and oak leaves and stuff in, and the water was still clear. And obviously I've got like oak wood in there, and then at the back there's some driftwood, and the water was still like clear. And then when I put the wood, the bark and leaves, Glenn sent me, the water went dark brown straight away. But obviously this isn't a very good example of it because I've done a 50% water change this morning. But it's, do you know what, Glenn, I'd argue it's not even the same colour tannins either. Like, you know the difference between like what you call it, don't you, lignans and like your, I talk about it all the time, like your humic and fulvic acids are like a lemony colour, whereas like your lignans are like a dark red. It's that dark red tone. It's absolutely, and I'm assuming that the lignans are like creating a much dark. Do you know what the mad thing is? I try and play down my accent, but I'm like a proper Liverpool docker, so I can't help but pick the twang back up every time I go into work, but I spent years in university trying to talk with a neutral accent, and it just doesn't go away. The most talents I've seen off a small thing is Kachilla. Is that the stuff we were talking about the other night, Glenn? What I've been tempted to do, do you know what? I used to not talk about other forms of social media on social media, but I'm not too worried anymore. So I set that Facebook group up, haven't I, Amazonia, and what I was thinking of doing is see if we can come up with some way of like putting some botanical packs together, Glenn, and then like putting the GB Shrimp logo on my channel banner and say that the channel sponsored by these, and kind of start pushing them, because I want to get some, like, I don't know how to articulate this, but I want to kind of start. I'm not even a Scouser, I'm a Plazzy Scouser. Like, Adam would call me a Jedi. No, Adam wouldn't call me a Jedi, he'd call me a Plazzy Scouser, but yeah. Saw some people with no tanning tanks, despite having driftwood. Yeah, like this driftwood in here is, I'm guessing, I bought it from the shop. I bought 3 pieces of it and I put a piece in each tank, and I found it's absolutely no tanning coming out of it. And Amish, he has botanical packages. That's what I'm thinking, more expensive stuff in on top. So yeah, so that's what I was thinking with the Facebook group. I'm trying to follow everyone's conversations at once. I'm not very good at it. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I'm guessing that the driftwood I've got in here has been in a tank before, and then they've sold me it, because there's absolutely no tannins in it. And if you go over to like Big Fish Lads videos and watch his, he doesn't put any tannins in the water. I'm moving stock out the room and doing stock take as I do it. Can't hear me using my little machine, can you guys? Trying to, once again, some parts to leave a light or two. Thank you very much, Lee. Once done, I'll build some packs. Bought a sack of botanicals yesterday. Oh, brilliant, mate. That's what I want to do. Like this is going to be 2025 for me, I think. Like, I want to get these angels breeding. I'm tempted to just go to the bank, bite the bullet, go to the bank and say I want to borrow the money to do my house up. And by doing the house up, I mean build a fish room. I was watching, Dean from Dean's Fish Room. I was watching his last night and I was thinking, that's all I'd need is a fish room he's got. Hold on, mate. Like that's the only size. Like these tanks here, Dean's got like 40-gallon breeders. I think these are 55. So I had 2 rows of 3 of these on one wall, and then like these 100-litre tanks, the 2.5 footers. I've had like 4 of them on a different wall, and then like a fry rack, and then a load of maybe 10s or 20-gallon on another wall in like a 10-foot by 10-foot room. I think that'd do me. I think that'd, except obviously everyone knows my dream fish would be a where are we up to time wise? 34 minutes. So what are you keeping in it, Glenn? What are your plans for your 7-foot rack? I've got a 7-foot tank in the garden. I can't get it in here. But these big tanks, I'd like to keep them as growth. There I am. My reflection is my house. I'm gonna catch up on chat in a sec, guys. I'm just we're 30 minutes, so we can start getting these together. A Pisto's breeding program and plant storage. They're only 5 by. Yeah, I was thinking of doing so. This room is I can't do meters. I have to convert meters in my head. So 3 meters is like 10 foot, isn't it, or 9'6" or something like that. So Crebensis cichlids are nice. They are, but I think if I had room for Crebensis, I think I'd get a Pistos like Glenn's got. I had a pair of cockatoides. No, I didn't. I had the trio. I had 2 females and a male cockatoides in my old fish room. One of my goals was to breed them, and I had a load of maybe it was Bacopa caroliniana. I can't remember what plant it was, but like I had the cave surrounded by like a stem plant. I think it was Bacopa, and I never done any very well. But 10-gallon breeding tanks and grow out and into research inside. 10-gallon might be too small, but I've got options. They are rare. I've never seen one. So my mate's got a ton of the pairs of. Yes, I think these tank sizes, like these, the 55 US gallons, the Rio 180 size tank. These are like, I wish these bloody angels would come down this side of the tank. I even feed them on this side of the tank to get them down here. I don't know. What time is it there, Keith? I don't even know, you know, Craig. Let me have a nose. Cheers, 20 to 1. And I've got to go and pick the little fella up from school. At 3, so. You know what, considering the smell's still here. Where's he gone? Guys, is there any chance you can, while we're on, go and have a look at me Amazonia group on Facebook? I think there's 208 members at the moment. It was actually one of my friends who set it up, but I've kind of been pushing it lately, so it's in a good place right now. Well, as popular as ever. If I'm brutally honest, I don't think the hobby's in a good place at all. A lot of the shops I'm speaking to are struggling, and I'm talking the shops that have, you know, seen credit crunches off and stuff. I'm on YouTube, Facebook. I've got Aquatic Fanatics UK on Facebook page. I'm on TikTok. Yeah, so I don't know what the rest of the world's like, but the lecky prices have gone up, electric prices in the UK. Like this room, I valued it, estimated it cost me about 70 quid a month in electricity based on my old tariff. And it's well over 100 quid a month now, well over. And I was hoping to kind of, and I think, oh, Jesus Christ. That stinks of ammonia, that. Just doing the old plop and drop. Get them in the tank. I should have put these on the tank. Right, so I'm just sat here in silence, having a nose. I'm seeing 5. Let's open the door. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that one now? What do you... Sorry for the plug keep, I know this. Yeah, guys, go on there, follow Glenn. Glenn helps me out massively. Still seeing 5. I'm not even watching what I'm showing you at the moment. Plug away, Glenn. Just... Mr. G, how are we? Here we go, guys. I'm trying to that tank looks nothing like that in real life. 30 yard down there. All good in the hood. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mine won't rest till I see 6. Ordered 6. I have 2 20-gallon scaper tanks. I can use 2. I'm just sorry guys, I've gone quiet. I'm just concentrating. I'm gonna get these 6. So Rob, Mr. Fishbear told me to get these on his live. He said I'd absolutely love them, so I ordered them, and then I seen a guy was selling them as well, and I thought rather than buy 12, I'll buy 6 of each, and I'm gonna have to split them up eventually, and then have like 2 breeding groups. Is that, are you teasing me, Glenn? Or is that a real thing, Braveheart 2? Is that because Gladiator 2 come out? There we go. 2, 4. I'm seeing 6 in this one. Drop me a message. I'll see what you. I enjoyed Gladiator 2. Wasn't a patch on the first one, I don't think. I think the first one was a million times better. Oh, poor guy. Having a bloody nightmare here. Right, sorted. We're up to 45 minutes in. Thank you, Keith. Thanks for joining us, Lee. Nice chatting to you, mate. I was just it doesn't feel like I've been on here for that long, to be honest. Take care, Lee. See you soon, hopefully. Let's shut of this old crappy water. So, where were we? Let's get this. There's all the junk. That's all my old lights and stuff that I ripped off. There we are. This looks awful, this tank, compared to what it looks like on real life. So I've got the can't even talk. The orange Venezuelans. Rob told me I'd absolutely love. I was gonna get more, and then I seen the guy had gold lasers, and I asked him to do me a deal on them. And so I got myself 6 gold laser and 6 orange Venezuelan, because I thought then, like, the local fish shop sells them as well, but they're quite a bit dearer on in my local fish shop. So there's me. It's supposed to be Monica Peru. I'm not convinced at all that they're Monica Peru, but I'll see how I get on. I'll breed them, see what I get from them, and then maybe move them on and get some Monica Peru. Steve from Whittle Aquatics has got Monica Peru, so I didn't realise he still had his, because a few years ago he was selling a breeding pair, and I thought they were his. Maybe he had a couple of breeding pairs. Move on. So these are, sorry Vixen, these are, I think I've already said, orange Venezuelan and gold lasers. So I want to set up a breeding colony of each, and then obviously I've got there's my male wobber mustard there, and then there's 3 females that normally live along the back, and then sometimes live in here. You normally see them in the evening, like trawling through here, but most of this stuff here, guys, it's not actually on the floor. There's, if you can see the log there, most of it's sat on that. So most of it's actually raised off the floor, so, because I don't like the idea of a ton of mold getting under there. There's my pride and joy, my front toes there. There's shrimp in here. I don't know how they got in here, to be honest. I pulled a load up. Maybe they were just shrimplet, but I pulled everything out, pulled all the plants and everything out, and like the whole tank was bare, apart from the log. I even pulled, remember all the Sirius stone that was in the corner? I pulled all that out. Well, so there was literally just the sand and gravel at the bottom, the pea gravel. But somehow there's, you see them every now and again, the shrimp. Let's get you facing something else. But I definitely want to build a bigger fishery, like Dean from Dean's Fishery. I was looking at this last night, like I say. And I was thinking I'd love to Let's do a fish room like that. Our Glenn was saying to do 2.5 meters by 5. I'm not very good with meters on feet. But I was thinking maybe like, maybe 10 by 10, something like that. Maybe a bit bigger, something like 12 by 12 would suit me. Boom, boom, boom. These are massive now compared to what they used to be like, and they're still there. Rimless? No, one of my tanks are rimless. Apart from the Corey tank is, but that's the front hose. Where's me? 2 secs, guys. Where's the other half of that? No, just tropical, to be honest. Just give them a bit of food to draw them out. Yeah, bubbles from the water change. I've done a big water change this morning. Right, guys, so where were we up to? What were we talking about? Like, I just unboxed them Corys, which I found to be an extremely stressful situation. Throwing the tank now. Let's let it turn on myself. I could sit here for an hour and watch these. These are my favourite fish. Definitely. The fronts. I was assuming that I had 4 males when I first got them, and do you have neon tetras? I do in the living room, but not in any of the tanks out here. I was at first assuming I had like 4 males and 3 females, but at these front hoses, but I'm starting to assume that I've tried wild betters. It's something I've looked at, you know. I'll probably give them a blast sometime, but I'm a bit stuck for tank space at the moment, and I kind of want to free up some tank space as it is. This on me, I can never get the camera to focus. These are only shell dwellers. Amphilogus multifasciatus. All the fry you can see there, they're one spawn, and then there's another spawn of tiddlers at the other side of the rock. They don't really come out until they feed. Clamshell's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've got about 12 shells in there. These I've definitely had. I'm not too sure how long I've had these for, but I've had 2 spawnings and I lost most of the first one. The temperature in the fish room, I was heating the room, the temperature dropped down to 19. And the front hose and the shell dwellers got like a fungus on them, or looked like a fungus or bacteria. It was like fuzzy white stuff, and the shell dwellers that got it died, but the front hoser, like, it didn't seem to phase them. Once I got them back up to temp, it disappeared. So, but it stresses me out, stuff like it, because I don't really. Oh, nice one for joining us, Craig. I always forget the time difference until you say, right, I'm off to bed. It's 1 o'clock or it's midnight. It's like morning here or early afternoon. So take care of yourself, Craig and Belle. And I'll catch you soon. I'll probably catch you up on your stream soon, no doubt. But yeah, have a good sleep, mate. Right, so where are we? I could sit here and watch these all day. We see if we can catch the rainbow spawning. Do you know what, Craig was talking about this crenum before? I should have took the opportunity to show this one off. This is me Tyanum. Well, do you know what? I don't even think it's a Tyanum. I think it's a one of the pond ones. I can't remember the name of it. Americanum or something. But that tank's 18 inches. And it probably comes 12 inches out the tank as well. It's got 3 big leaves on it at the moment. And I'm guessing it's going to get bigger, to be honest. So when I first got that, I ordered it as a crenum natans, and it just never got the crinkled leaves. And then I assumed it was Tyanum because it's got straight leaves, but they're like ribbon, like the soft by the looks of it. Right, Belle. I'll catch up with you soon over on your streams and stuff. I really enjoy this tank. Let's see if we can get a shot. Oh God, I hate these blue. So there's the male there, I'm assuming, because a couple of the females have started colouring up. Then the smaller ones, or Wapoga red lasers, and I want to get them in a different tank. The problem is, like I was saying before, they need such a massive tank, and then there's some fry down there just swimming around. But I've never successfully just let the fry raise with rainbows before. I'm not 1,000,000% confident he's gonna or she's gonna survive growing up because they're so slow at growing. But I've been pretty unlucky with these, to be honest. With the looking at, I've got one male Wapoga red laser, and I've got one male Bosmoni. To me, I think rainbows are like the ultimate planted tank fish. Like, they absolutely love planted tanks, and I think they just make them. Like, they give you planted tank and atmosphere. I know a lot of people keep like nano fishes in planted tank, but I fish something a bit bigger, me. But if I had more tank space, I'd like to get a spawning mop in here and then raise some of the fry. I've got a spare tank there actually, but I'd have to rehouse the Wapogas somewhere. And I don't know where I've put them. I could do like one spawn of the Bosmoni and then one spawn of the Wapoga, and then I've got the Skull Creeks. I'm unlucky, 90% of aquatic plants, so they're all good. I'll be honest with you, when I first started getting into aquatic plants, I couldn't keep anything alive, anything at all. It took me a while to figure stuff out. I think aquatic plants are like a hobby within a hobby. And I think with plants, I think people just, well, I just bought plants and assumed that they just did all right on their own, and then I realised that they've got their own care requirements in the same way fish, like all plants have different care requirements, same like fish, like African cichlids and Amazon fish and rainbows all have different water parameters and stuff. So. Cheers, Vixen. To the deeper part of a rabbit hole, definitely. And you know, like even with planted tanks, what sort of planted tank are you going to go with? Are you going to go with like the old school soft, not soft, like low tech data? Are you going to go with the traditional low tech tank? Are you going to go with the traditional high tech tank? Are you going to, you can hybrid all of them. You can have dated high techs, and it's just all like, what sort of planted tank are you going with? Are you going to do stems? Are you going to do like a Dutch style, an aquascape tank, low tech aquascape, high tech? Are you going to go for an old school plant? Like you say, it's just a wormhole, isn't it? Even Frogbit and Java Moss died on me, bro. Like, it's great. I can't keep Java Moss alive, I think. So Java Moss, when you buy it, most of them it's growing out of water, and then when you put it in water, like 90% of it melts. But saying that though, like, I find it easier with a high tech tank than I do with a low tech tank. If I can get the high tech balanced, once I've got CO2 and stuff going, if I can get it balanced, then I tend to have a bit more success, I think, with high tech than low tech, if I'm honest. Or maybe I've just been lucky, but I suppose it's like driving a car. Like, you've got more gas in a high tech tank, but then you can have like a bigger smash if you're going faster. So So, I'll be honest with you with Java moss. You see that little piece of Java moss there, and there's some around there and there. That's the most successful I've ever been with Java moss, and I don't mind admitting that. Amazon frog bits. I struggle with Amazon frog bits. It melts on me. So, and Sardinia seems to do really well for me. Red roof floaters. Oh, is it that time of day? Or I always set my wall start to have a 2 seconds, guys. I always set it to have a siesta. So the lights come on for 4 hours in the morning and they go off for 4 hours in the afternoon and then come on for 4 hours in the evening. I didn't realise it was that late in the day. God, this. But I say, for me, I find that like my most success with plants is like the heavy roof feeding, crinums, Apongigetans. Well, if I'm blatantly honest, I think I'm a bit hit and miss with the Apongigetans. I put 2 in both of my tanks, and only one's done well in either tank. Yeah, that'd be cool. I've got. Yeah, so I was just going to show you mine. Oh. So I bought a big portion of red roof floaters and that. I don't know, something's definitely eating it, but that's all I got left. We was doing well and then it just got annihilated. Water wisteria, textbook like beginner, easy plants. I struggle with that. Then, that down there is like a ton of. I don't like. I wish I could capture. There must. I think I had 2, maybe 3 lily bulbs in here, and like there's lilies coming up all over the place. So, like there's 2. Looks like I've got 2 bulbs just here. Like that leaf seems to come from at the back somewhere, and then I've got this load of lilies, and then got different sorts here. That's just a textbook Amazon sword. Wasn't doing too well, and all these outside leaves are from when I wasn't doing too well, and then the middle's exploded. But then I've got like a red. I've got a red one, and then I can't remember whether it was called a Reuben, and then behind that I've got an ocelot red. So but this, even this, it's strange because it's LOD denser, but since I pruned it, like since I ripped tons out of the tank, the new stuff's grown like a completely different shape leaf. They were like curled and bright green. Now it's like a bronze colour. I think one of these is a tiger. I think that one in the middle there is tiger lotus, and then there's like tiger lotus leaves there, and then the bigger one there and that one on that side there, Nymphaea stellata, and then it looks like another tiger lotus at the back, and then all this down here is dwarf sage. But it's the dwarf sage has exploded. It was in the front half of the tank, and it goes right to the back of the tank on this side now. It's like a lawn, and then as you can see, it kind of creeps along the whole. It's right round the whole bottom of the tank now. So, is there anything you just want me to show you? I'm going to wrap it up soon. So, anything you want to chat about or I need to show you before I go? Because I feel like I always get really self-conscious and then start talking about me and what I'm doing and stuff. And then the reason why I come on these lives is to chat to everyone in the chat. So, do you know, I think for me, I think that's I like to go live about lunchtime UK time, like late morning, lunchtime, early afternoon. Not many people go live that time of day for me, and I find people just put it on and then rack up the watch time for me just by listening, like it's a podcast or something, which helps me out, and I enjoy that, you know. But I think this is the first time I've been on YouTube for a while, especially on a live. But I get a feeling if I went live tomorrow, I feel like on YouTube, because I find if I haven't been live for a while and then I go on, I don't really get much traction with the algorithm. But I feel like if I went live tomorrow, the last time I did that, I got like 2,500 views. This is my week one. The one next to it's an absolute monster. That's that's a Crenum calamastratum, and then at the back there, I don't know whether you can see at the bottom is, I'm assuming it's a Crenum americanum, but that's like 18 inches of water there, and then it must come out another foot on top. Now, I'm hoping it flowers, but it took ages for that to get going, and now it's rainbows, as in rainbow fish. Yeah. I bought that as a Crenum Natans. When it first arrived and it pushed its first leaf out, because it was just a bulb with no leaves. So really, when it pushed its first leaf out, I assumed it was a Crenum Tyanum. But now looking at them leaves, they don't look like Tyanum, because Tyanums are like a ribbon, like a soft leaf, and that's not soft at all. So I'm assuming it's YouTube algorithm is definitely strange. I can put like Glenn will tell you I can put zero effort videos out and get like 3,000 views, and then I can write script outlines and all sorts, and then there'll only be my subs who watch it, and the algorithm just won't show it to anyone. But I think this year's going to be a lot of black water for me on like Amazonian style breeding projects. As I say, I've got my Wabber Musters in here. He looks like he's ready for a lady in his life. Hello there, the Nano Aquarium guy. And then got these, bought these as Monica Peru. I'm absolutely convinced that they're not Monica Peru, but they've got Rio Nane spots on them, but they're like a rusty colour, so almost like an Altum or an Oko Altum colour wise. So I'm kind of, I don't know, tempted to grow them out, get a breeding pair, breed them and see what the fry look like, but I will definitely 100% guaranteed end up with a breeding pair of Monica Peru angelfish in this tank. I've got my Rio Nane. I'm growing out in the tank in the living room with a Geophagus in there. That's under Blackwater, and I'm going to get a breeding pair out of them, and I'll have a breeding pair of Monica Peru and a breeding pair of Rio Nane. And I'd love a breeding pair of something else. I've been looking at I'd like some checkerboard discus. I've done the red Turks in the past. You can see them on my Instagram, on my Aquatic Fanatics Instagram from about 6 years ago. But I'd like a pair of checkerboards. There's a few different type of angels I'd like. I've been looking at smokies and ghosts and stuff. So I'd like a few tanks big enough to be able to kind of get breeding pairs of angels. There's obviously I've got my Wab mustard, I've got peppermints. I did want starlight bristlenose and I couldn't find them, so I bought myself some peppermint bristlenose, the L181. Two, four, six, eight. And then I ended up finding myself some L183 starlight bristlenose, so I've got the start of a breeding colony of both. They're probably both. I think the Wab mustards aren't far off now, and the peppermint, but the starlights are tiny, so hopefully within the next year I start seeing a bit of breeding activity. I'd like to see that, and then I'd like to get some other L number plecos like the Hypon Sistrus. And obviously the reason for the video, the live today, was to do an unboxing, and it just got really stressful, so I didn't catch any of it. But they're in here. Tannins in this tank in a colour where they kind of make the tank not look very nice. It doesn't look that colour off camera, but the Well, what I'm hoping to do with these is grow them out in there. Set a pair of, not a pair, a colony of orange Venezuelans, and then a colony of gold lasers up. But as local fish shops got both, so if I'm breeding some, what I tend to try and do is buy a few from one seller and then some more, so I've got fresh genes. It's a little school of them swimming around there. Two, four, six, seven. I'm trying to count them, and they don't seem to stay still long enough to count. What's the substrate on the rainbow tank? It's... Let's see if I can get it on camera for you. We've got an inch of organic topsoil and an inch of 3mm pea gravel on top. So it's definitely a textbook Wallstad substrate, but it's kind of, it's a bit up and down now if you look. Where I ended up pulling out a ton of Val, and then for some reason down this side there seems to have a lot of anaerobic gases been building up there. You can see me cherry shrimp, they live in all this. There's a ton of cherry shrimp under all this. Dun, dun. So I'm gonna wrap it up now, guys. It's coming up to an hour and a half, and like I want to go in the house and get a drink and stuff. Thanks for joining me. It's been I was gonna say it was stressful doing the unboxing, but I thought it was gonna be more fun than that. But hey, it's been great chatting to everyone and everyone who's joined. But yeah, I'm gonna take off now, guys, and hopefully I'll catch you all soon. Take care. Look after yourself. Get your sleeves wet.